we're seeing tonight, both have very strong options off their bench.
And Kevin, when you have a strong bench, the starters love it because they know if they have a lead, they have some guys that's going to extend the lead. If they're not playing well, they have guys that come off that help them. And opposing teams, they know when you're a 9 or 10 deep team and you're very, very talented.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Now, here's George. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Here's Mitchell, and the rejection by Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Feeds to Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz.
Okay now, Conley.
Conley kicks to Mitchell.
Now watch him. Get the perimeter.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Over Morris. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Now here's Beverley. He had 15 points last outing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Goes up again. Gobert with the block.
And that's one of Gobert's specialties, a shot-blocking master.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And it's Leonard missing. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Mitchell against George. Mitchell dishes to Conley. And the rejection by Zubac.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
It's George on the wing. Back to Beverley. The pass to Zubac. George against Mitchell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Jazz have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Assists and 4 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
A few unsuccessful trips in a row, and we're still knotted up. Pass to Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Passes it to Morris. Now Zubac. Back to Morris. George passes to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. And they take the lead.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area. I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games. of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all three levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
Now Mitchell, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Over George. Mitchell's shot is good.
Already with a bullseye on his back, Donovan Mitchell reacts to the defense, and he scores.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Mitchell against George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Now Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Now here's George. The lead is 2. And here's Leonard from 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
You can't give Bogdanovich a lane to the rim. He takes off towards the rim and then just throws that one down with force.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
They get the rebound and slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Beverly the pass to Leonard. That one's not going to go.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 4 on the clock. The Jazz again can't hit it. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Warriors.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They played with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
That's good from Harrell. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. And both free throws good for Harrell.
What I appreciate about Harrell is how hard he's worked on his skill set. The jumper, the post moves, and the passing.
Now here is Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Williams passes to Harrell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 2.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Pass to Clarkson. The tray. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State. There's the pass to Clarkson. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. And here is Shamet. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Conley with the 3. It's good from long range.
Mike Conley makes just enough of these to keep the defense honest.
Leonard on the wing. Over Ingles. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
I like Gobert's attack mentality around the rim. You can tell he loves to throw it down.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. As Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. The Clippers also changing it up. Green comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Jackson misses.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Ingles passes to Clarkson. And here's Gobert. He's covered by Shamet. The feed to Ingles over Williams. And again, it's Utah.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
Outside, Green. Will it go? He can't get that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. To the paint, here's Clarkson. And it's good, 2 points. And it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Jackson. Green finds Williams. Gobert with the block. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Pass to Mudiay. And it's in there. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Los Angeles calls timeout. .158 left to play in the first. Harrell dishes to Williams. Harrell with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Golden State. Kicks it to Jackson. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 5. From deep. That one, no good. And it's Utah the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Their offensive game plan will be impacted by the former Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, who's always patrolling the paint. Kevin, they'll try to draw him out on the perimeter and make him move his feet, but the problem is Gobert is still so big and so quick, he can still affect shots. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
And he ends up missing both free throws. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, the former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Jazz leading by 10. To the inside, Clarkson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute. And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Ingles in the corner, shoots the 3, drains it from beyond the arc. Ingles has got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams for 3. Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks to Moutier. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. From the top of the key, again the Jazz score.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Competitor, this is what you should be thinking, and Greg, you should be talking about, winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Green, Lou Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Harrell, and it's Shamet in at the small forward position. Williams for 3, Moutier with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shots good by Clarkson.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Moutier against Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward. And when you look at Utah, this team, year after year, seems to be more than a sum of its parts.
I like that they always look for guys with big-time character, unselfish, low-drama players. And there's a confidence with this group.
First one falls for him. So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up-and-coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade's, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them winning championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
Now, here's George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Moutier. Paul George making his last shot. Davis kicks to Mitchell. The teardrop falls in, and the Jazz lead by 20.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Green dishes to George. Over Moutier. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Throw good, Paul George. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Now, here's Zubac. Following the miss by Emmanuel Mudiay. Pass to Beverly. This one for three. Here's Harrell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
He plays with such force. You see why Harrell has been called the heart and soul of this team.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw, no good.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
O'Neal against George. Fires at the elbow. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal. Turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set. And you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Clippers trail by 15. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his fourth rebound in this one. On the wing, Mitchell. over Jackson. That shot off the mark. The Clippers go the other way with it. Ball's knocked loose. And the pass to Harrell. Over Mitchell. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Moutier against Beverly. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting threes.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe
Take a break.
5 or
Take a
6
break.
more three-point field
2
goal
shots.
attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
And the first one at the line is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Reggie Jackson. Both free throws good from Moutier.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The 2 things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Now, here is George. 9 points in the game so far.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Moutier finds Mitchell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Beverly from deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Jazz. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Moutier. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Leonard takes a 3. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Moutier pass to Mitchell. Davis kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Moutier. Jacks up a 3. Up again. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from George. George against Mitchell. And it's sent back by George. Here's Leonard. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And the Jazz call time here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Conley feeling it out. Poked away. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fourth, the Clippers.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
And I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hand.
Now, here's Zubac. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Clarkson, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Leonard.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Clarkson against Leonard. Mitchell in the corner. Out to Conley. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He feeds it to Morris. Passes to Williams. Outside Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. They led the game at one point by 20. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, Bogdanovich.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena, new practice facilities.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
Now, here's Clarkson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Mitchell's shot is good.
And for Donovan, the 3 really sets up everything else. When he's hitting it, defenses can't just pack it in the lane.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 11. It's good. Leonard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Morris trying to free himself up, and it's Leonard missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one, good. Clarkson's got 13.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Williams. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. For Utah, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
1:33 left here in the second. Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Williams kicks to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams can't hit.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Here is Williams. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Shamet the pass to Leonard. Shoots over Clarkson. Los Angeles with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. And Mitchell drops them both. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On the wing, Green. Harrell kicks to Leonard. They need this. Harrell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Incredible activity from Montrezl Harrell. So many of his points is off the offensive glass.
And so it's Utah with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too, that missed some shots. But more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Their field goal percentage reminds me of Kenny's breath. Brutal. Not reading the defense, not getting enough quality looks. They need to make major changes because the system they ran in the first half was not working.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now here's Leonard. On the wing, Morris. There's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his third personal foul.
The Jazz have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
At the line for two.
That's good from O'Neal. O'Neal hits them both. Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
NBA champion, finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Jazz leading by 18. Conley the pass to Bogdanovich. Leonard with the steal. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Zubac trying to break loose. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. The Clippers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw drops for Leonard. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Conley dishes to Mitchell. From 11 feet away, he can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Ivica Zubac may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
The pass to Leonard. Down low, here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Conley against Beverly. Conley kicks to Mitchell. And it's sent back by George. Shot on the wing. Misses off the left iron.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Pass to Mitchell. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Lets it go from 14. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Gobert.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Leonard draws the double. Here's Beverly, back to Leonard. That shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. George against Conley. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Jazz.
Substitution for the Jazz. Joe Ingles.
Passes it to O'Neal. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mitchell from past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 12. Over to the wing. Conley for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Conley's got 6.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end of the catch.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They get it back. Zubats, nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Zubats has got 4 points this quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Leonard attacking. A shot's good on the assist by George. And that's now 20 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Conley against Beverly. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bogdanovich.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Well, if you ask Rudy Gobert, he's not focused on his individual matchup. His job is to anchor the entire defense. For him, it is a team game.
And for big men like Gobert, their impact felt by every offensive player on the floor, not just the man he's guarding.
Kevin, he's an elite shot blocker, but it's also the shots he alters. His presence alone creates doubt in the mind of shooters.
He misses the free throw. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And he sinks the second. Clippers trail by 13. Leonard on the wing. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 22 points for Kawhi Leonard. Utah has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. O'Neal passes to Moutier. And there's the pass to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ingles. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Ingles has got 9.
This is what you want to do. Attack all areas of the floor. Ingles is a tremendous shooter. Great choice.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much.
Now, this is why Gobert is shooting over 60% for his career. Highly efficient inside.
Jackson passes to George. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 7. Pass to Davis. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers trail by 13. Passes it to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Utah calls timeout. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. And then for the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Now here's Gobert. He's got 9. Now here's Clarkson. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. Teardrop shot. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. O'Neal against Jackson. O'Neal gets to Conley. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead. There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far, but as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Clippers trail by 13. Jackson finds Leonard. Now Harrell, 10 points for him. Shamet on the wing. 6 to shoot. Back to Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school. 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And here's Jackson. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's Green. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I like that play by Joe Ingles. Doesn't have anything he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for O'Neal. And that one misses. And for a long time, JaMychal Green was mostly an energy player. But Smitty, he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot now, Kevin. He still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Clarkson kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Clarkson. And with Reggie Jackson at the point, you're going to get more of a score than a playmaker.
And that's okay, as long as you plan for that with your system. Reggie Jackson is great at creating for himself, but you like to see him do a little bit more to set up the rest of his team.
First free throw is good. And Gobert drops them both. Clippers trail by 15. And the Clippers call time here.
He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the calls.
Now here's Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Williams. Over Conley on the money from 12 feet away. Williams has got 6.
Not to be denied, you see the defender closing out. Williams pays him no mind.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Puts it up from 15, and Utah again with the bucket.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Clarkson against Williams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Williams against Conley. Stolen by Michael Conley. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Count it. 11 points in the game.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Green. On the wing, Jackson. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. And the Jazz making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in. Jazz leading by 20. Here's Conley. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Williams in the post. Covered by Mitchell. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Conley. And it's Harrell missing. Jackson against Conley. The feed to Bogdanovich. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Williams for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Utah, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jazz leading by 22, and the Clippers looking at who they've got. They've got Ivica Zubac, Reggie Jackson out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet, and it's Harrell in at the 4 slot. Now the pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Lets it go. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. In the corner, Shamet with it. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Jackson. Here's the 3. And it's Shamet missing. Jazz shooting well, 50% from the floor. Conley with it. Poked loose and stolen by Harrell. Here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Jackson's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Passes it to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
And that one, good.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Now here is Conley. Kicks to Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Conley, following the miss by Lou Williams. Chalk up 2 there.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the Clippers call time here. Here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Clippers with the ball. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Gobert knocks it away.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Beverley. Inside. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverley. Leonard's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Pass to Gobert. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education. I love that type of compensation.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Mitchell against George. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Leonard looking around. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got 28.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
Mitchell outside. Conley up top, defended by Beverly. The offensive rebound. Gobert tries yet again. He lays it in.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Now here's Beverly. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Free throw good from George.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Jazz leading by 19 points. Conley the pass to Gobert. He kicks it to Mitchell. Excellent D there from George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Bogdanovich against Leonard. Bogdanovich, no luck. Clippers trail by 19. From 11 feet away, and Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Bogdanovich dishes to Conley. And he comes up with the deuce. Conley's got 10 points here in the second half.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
And Beverly kicks to George. Unloads from 13. Drained for 2 points.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Gobert trying to get open. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Beverly. To the middle. Here's Leonard. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Conley. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
And he makes both free throws.
The 4th pick in the 2011 draft, it took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game.
Now here's Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Bogdanovich with it. Leonard picks him up. Paul George with the steal. And that one's good. Beverly.
And this is what Beverly likes, playing at a high pace, making his presence felt in the open court.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Beverly. The pass to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here is Conley. Up top, Gobert. He's defended by Harrell. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 3 assists tonight.
Calling his own number all night long, Conley can beat you in a variety of ways.
Conley against Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. Offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. Cans the shot from the wing. And the Jazz lead by 19. Here's George. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell.
Ivica Zubac.
Conley against Beverly. Over Conley. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 22 is their biggest lead. He dishes it to Mitchell. A 3-ball. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The length of Gobert causes the defense plenty of problems. He's very clever at drawing fouls on his shots.
Utah, Rudy Gobert. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And so he makes both from the line. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. Here's Beverly, and oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Conley against Beverly. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 21. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
2 points. That one goes.
DeRozan attracts so much defensive attention. He's learned to use those opportunities to find teammates.
Conley against Beverly. From deep. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 8 now on the night. Utah leading by 17. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Good on the triple. 20 points for Mike Conley.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steve, for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
The free throw drops for Leonard. So Utah ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard hits them both. And so it's Utah here with the ball. 22 is their biggest lead.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Jazz.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Rudy Gobert.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And Los Angeles guys shooting for the game at 42%. Pass to Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Here's Magruder. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Williams-Goss, guarded by Jackson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
At the line for your Jazz, Nigel Williams-Goss. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Here's Magruder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for Rudy Gobert. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Here's Williams-Goss.
You never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Rudy, another strong performance for you guys. How good is this team playing right now?
We're playing great. It's all about our defense. When we play defense, when we focus, we communicate, and after we get easy stuff on the offensive end.
Rudy, a great win. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.